It's no secret that rent has skyrocketed across the nation, in some cities as much as 30% in just 1 year. Well, now renters are cutting back on other essentials, falling behind on payments, and many are facing eviction. Real estate expert John Adams joins us this morning to talk about that. John, good morning. How are you today?
I am well, Buck. I hope you are.
I'm doing great. Thank you. So since the pandemic began, we've talked a lot about real estate prices going through the roof. Let's talk about the rental side of that equation and what's happening there.
Well, the key here, Buck, is that the rental side of the equation really is just a reflection of what has happened to sale prices. We know that depending on exactly who you believe, prices are up 35, 34, 35% since the pandemic began in 2020, back in February of that year. Then at the same time, we also had CDC come out with an agency order banning a lot of evictions. Literally, millions of people stopped paying rent at that point. And there have been 4 factors since then that I think have fueled a very steep rise in rents. Let's just go through them one at a time.
We'll start with mom and pop sold out. What does that mean?
That means about half the rental units in the U.S. were owned by mom and pop landlords. I call that, if you own 10 or fewer units, you're a mom and pop landlord. In most of these cases, these owners had bought these purchases as part of their retirement. They counted on the rent. And when the rent no longer came in, they said, hey, we can sell these houses and get top dollar for them and be out of the landlording business. A lot of small investors decided to go ahead and sell, take advantage of the high prices, and move on. About this same time, Buck, Wall Street decided to get into the real estate business. We have seen whiz kids in New York decide they can do this better than anyone. You remember Zillow tried to do this, where they would buy houses, fix them up, and sell them. They were going to make a fortune. Well, it didn't work out very well, but in the meantime, you've got people like in Atlanta, for example, Invitation Homes. They own over 12,000 homes in Atlanta, free and clear. And when they buy as a cash buyer. That makes it harder for people like you and me to buy because we probably have to get a loan. Number 3, and we've talked about this before, Buck, the work from home movement is real. It remains to be seen how many people will actually go back to work. I was back in the Fox 5 studio a couple of weeks ago, which was great. All I'm saying is that a lot of workers are not going to go back into a traditional cubicle, and I think the world of work is never going to be the same. Consequently, we're seeing more people work from home, and that just increased demand for housing, that increased demand for rentals as well. Finally, and this is the biggest of the 4 factors, millennials. This is that generation that was born between 1980 and the year 2000. They have become the most populous generation in U.S. history. They've moved out of their parents' basement, they have got married, and they have started making babies. And as long as that happens, there's going to be demand for real estate.
John, we're almost out of time. If you can cut right to your bottom line here.
The bottom line here is that the rental market is sky high. I see no relief in sight. We've got too many people wanting to buy and too few houses to sell. I see no signs of a price decline in the next couple of years. That prediction applies to both sales prices and rental rates as well. I wish I had better news.
All right, John, good stuff as usual. You're going to stick around for a little bit on the Facebook page?
Yes, sir. I'll be right here handling anything they want to throw at me regarding real estate.
All right, great to talk to you again, John. Thanks a lot. And as he mentioned, he will be on our Fox 5 Atlanta Facebook page for the next hour to answer your real estate questions. They don't have to be about today's topic. Anything real estate related, and John can handle it.